Factsverse presents The Grown Man Who Lives His Life as a Domesticated Dog. People have their hobbies and their fetishes. For some, the hobby is something normal, like painting or stamp collecting. For others, their hobbies or fetishes are a bit more strange, but that doesn't make them invalid. What would you think about a grown man who lives his life as a domesticated dog? It may sound like something out of a crazy movie, but for one man, this is his life. This is the true story of a grown man who lives his life as a domesticated dog. Turns out he's not the only one who lives this way either. There is actually an entire community of people who assume a canine persona because they love it. These are people who wear custom-made costumes, most of them pretty expensive too. They walk on all fours, and they are walked on a leash. One of the men in this community is a 32-year-old named Tom Peters. He made an appearance on the British daytime television show This Morning. While on the show, he told the audience about his life. He no longer goes by the name of Tom, though. Today he answers to the name of Spot. He talked about his love of dressing like a puppy and acting like one as well. He says that in order to assume his persona as a puppy, which he is incredibly dedicated to, he needs to wear the costume. Tom, or Spot that is, says that he is so dedicated to being a dog that he does everything in his power to live the life of a canine. He sleeps in a dog cage, he walks on all fours, he even snacks on dog treats straight from a dog bowl. The only thing he does differently than a typical dog is, well, he has a human job. He works as a lighting and theater technician. According to Spot, he appeared on the show so that people could get an idea of what this type of lifestyle is like. He stated that he wanted to address some of the misconceptions that people have about those who choose to assume alternative identities because they love to do it. On the show, Spot stated that there are people in the world who think that what he does is strange and seedy. There are people out there who think that nobody should see others doing this, and it should be something that is only done behind closed doors. Spot wants people to understand that he and people like him don't want to cause mischief or offend other people. They just want to have fun and be treated like puppies. He says that since he's not hurting anybody, he doesn't understand why there are people who get so upset about the way he chooses to live his life. He also made it a point to mention that living as a puppy is not a sexual thing. He says that it is both a lifestyle and a way to escape reality. He says that being a puppy allows him to get away from money problems and the hectic lifestyle that he lives and sometimes hates. Spot did say that dressing as a puppy can be a catalyst, and there are times that it leads to other things. When he's in costume, just relaxing and trying to unwind, he can go from being a puppy to finding his way to the bedroom, and not just to get into his cage. Like many domesticated dogs, Spot also has a human companion. Her name is Rachel Watson, and she is actually Spot's ex-fiancée. When Rachel met Spot, he was still using the name Tom. Back then, he was not dressing or acting like a dog. In 2008, Rachel decided to call off her engagement. By then, Tom was living as Spot, and Rachel says that she just could not deal with his bizarre lifestyle. She says that even though she called off the wedding, though, she still cares for Tom/Spot greatly, and they are still very good friends. In fact, she says that they are closer now than they ever were when they were in a relationship. Rachel and Spot appeared on a documentary called The Secret Life of the Human Pups. She admitted that Tom helped her to understand a lot about him and other people who live their lives as dogs. According to Spot, it's going to take a lot more than a documentary or a spot on a morning television show for people to understand his way of life. He understands that he won't be able to get everyone to agree with his lifestyle, and he's fine with that. He says if he can just get a few people to change their perception about his lifestyle and those like him, well, it'll all be worth it. The hosts of the show asked Spot a question about his lifestyle, and many people were shocked by his reply. They asked him if he would ever conform to what society expects and stop living the lifestyle of a puppy. Spot told them that he could never go back to being just Tom, because deep down inside he truly is Spot. He says the only time that he is happy is when he is dressed like a puppy and acting like one. His relationship with Rachel ended because of his lifestyle. When he was asked if he would ever consider getting married, he said that he didn't know. He believes it would take a really special and understanding person to agree to share their life with somebody who chooses to live their life as a dog. Tom/Spot, well, he's not the only person who has a strange lifestyle like this. There was a man whose name on Instagram is Topher Brophy. What he does isn't as drastic as some people say, but it's close. His entire Instagram page is dedicated to photos of him and his dog dressed exactly alike. They wear matching shirts, sweaters, and hats. He even had a sweater made that he and his dog can wear at the same time. Subscribe for more.